For the Spuds, a rugged start, no doubt about it, as they took on 3 of the top 5 teams in the state of Minnesota off the get-go. A loss to Wayzata, a loss to Edina, then on the road with a win at Bemidji before staying on the road and losing at Rogers. And those teams that we talked about as being the top, the cream of the crop, it is Wayzata, Edina, and Rogers that we are mentioning in that category. So we're looking forward to how that all shapes out by the course of the season. And the reason for a lot of this speculation is the fact that the Spuds are playing with just 3 seniors on their team and 1 that is a goaltender. So there are 2 that will skate and primarily 1 that gets regular skating time as they get ready for play here tonight. The first, the junior varsity game that is finished just a few minutes ago saw that the Spuds got a shutout as they defeated Roseau by a score of 4-0 that junior varsity game. Moorhead basketball teams are in action tonight as well as they're over at Fargo Davies. Both the girls and the boys basketball teams ready to play at Fargo Davies. That will prove to be interesting to see just how things develop as well. So as we listen and watch on here, we will be back with a further look at tonight's game. And we'd like to welcome our listeners from the Warroad and Roseau area as the Spuds take on the Rams here tonight on 102. We'll be back with more in 2 minutes after this timeout. Matchup. In a lot of ways, Rob Grammer, this has always been considered kind of as a preliminary to the championship game. Moorhead and Roseau, year in and year out, are the 2 teams that factor in at the end of the season.
Yeah, that's completely accurate. It seems year after year that somewhere along the line in the Section 8 AA playoffs, these 2 will meet or have some bearing on the eventual winner. And this game has always provided a lot of dramatics, at least in recent years. It's been one of the most exciting early season games. A lot of scoring usually happens, and I guess I wouldn't expect any different.
We talked earlier in the preliminary part of our broadcast tonight that when these 2 teams play tonight and then they play again later in the year, they use that as a gauge, somewhat of a barometer to see just how far they've come along.
Yeah, absolutely. And Roseau is going to come with a typical Roseau team, I think, where you have one of the most prolific scoring lines in the state there with Gavin Jensen and Noah Ernest, and then the Spuds will kind of come with more of a depth play and a systematic nature to it, where sometimes that high-powered top line can pop early, and as the season wears on, sometimes it goes the other way. And
so when you talk about their ability to score quickly and score with authority, we also have to take a look at who's doing this. And that has been kind of a focal point this year for Moorhead, is how young they are, how youthful they are, and yet they're playing against teams that are loaded with quality and dominant seniors.
Yeah. Moorhead always loads up their schedule with tough games. They come out of the chute with 3 of the top 5 teams in the state. And then you throw Bemidji at Bemidji, which is never pleasant.
That's always an adventure. There's no doubt about that.
No doubt about it. And then you have, like you said, upperclassmen heavy rosters to go with that. And so you'll get some experience in a hurry doing that.
I know full well also that the game, there's a little bit of an emotional lift for Connor Waidke coming into the game tonight as the goaltender for Roseau. It didn't start out that way.
No, we all got to watch Connor quite a bit growing up, playing youth hockey here in Moorhead, and fantastic kid, very good goaltender. Made his way up to Roseau eventually, and here he finds himself back in Moorhead playing his senior year against the Spuds, and I'm sure he's feeling all of that right now.
Yeah, you can't help but think that that's creating quite an edge for him.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll be juiced up and ready to go for this one, and that can work for and against you, so hopefully he gets under control and has a good performance tonight.
On the other side, Moorhead has a goaltender that has received a lot of accolades over the course of his 3 years, Kai Weigel, in goal for the Spuds.
Yeah, a tremendous goaltender and what seems like a long line of really good ones lately in Moorhead, and then Kai's had almost a full 3 years of having that net, and has shown every bit why he deserves those accolades. He's a fantastic goaltender, a tremendous athlete. We'll certainly see that on display tonight, and a little bit of battle of goaltenders.
As we hear the school song being played in the background, we're getting ready for the drop of the puck and the start as the Moorhead Spuds hockey team makes their way onto the ice. Part of this game, Rob, that you think it might be the deciding factor?
Well, I think the power play is going to play an important role in this one. Roseau will have a high-powered power play, as they always do, so if the Spuds can reduce their chances, that's going to help them out quite a bit. And then on the flip side, if the Spuds if they can just kind of keep that consistent pressure coming throughout the evening, they have a good chance to wear the Rams down and get them in the end.
Part of the game for the people that coach the game and know the game in and out, it always comes down to the ability to pass the puck from here to there to set it up for a goal.
Yeah, I think the old saying is the puck moves faster than the skater. So, and then the timeliness of it too. When you have an opening,
now
or a window,
for you that wasn't the case.
Yeah, but since then it has changed. Yeah, and the timeliness of it too. When there's a window of opportunity to move the puck to the once you've created the opening, it's critical to get it there and get that opportunity.
How much of that can be taught and how much of that can be learned in practice? How much of that is instinct?
Yeah, it's some of each. Some of each for sure. Some kids just naturally see that and have that tendency to move it, and others have to learn it over time, but you can get a little bit of each.
Teams are getting ready to line up and be introduced to the start of tonight's game, and we always appreciate the fact that they pay attention and are very cordial one to another. This is a rivalry game, but it's a very friendly rivalry, and we're going to say that without the idea that who knows what's going to happen once they hit the ice.
Yeah, it's a rivalry in the purest and best form. Both communities have a lot of respect for each other in their hockey programs, and both communities want to win badly. When the green sees the black and orange, and vice versa, they're competing as hard as anyone trying to win that game. But there's a very healthy respect there. We're
looking forward to a great one here tonight, and as the teams get introduced and lined up for the national anthem, we'll return to Moorhead Sports Center. You're listening to the Spuds on 970 WDAY in Fargo-Moorhead and our area, and in the Roseau area as well. Glad to have you with us. Hope that you'll enjoy the broadcast as we bring you Moorhead and Roseau. We'll be back in 3 minutes after this timeout.
Again, that's a senior, number 21, Jake Queen. At 1-4 position, a junior, number 7, Jake Alderson. At the other 4 position, a senior, number 9, Gavin Jensen. Centering that line, a senior, number 14, Noah Ernest. Roseau High School's coach for Mr. Greg Long and the Rams enter tonight's game with a record of 3-0.
Welcome back to Moorhead Sports Center. We've got high school hockey ready to unfold here tonight as Moorhead takes on Roseau. And as we take a look at the communities, over the years they've kind of melded together. There are a lot of Roseau people that live in the Fargo-Moorhead area. There are a lot of Fargo-Moorhead people that live and work out of the Roseau area.
Yeah, it's, you know, and it's probably plays into why the two communities have such a fondness and respect for each other. Maybe fondness is too much.
Let's not get carried away. You know, there are times.
Yeah. But even as I look at the rosters, the Whitrock boys, they grew up in Moorhead, and she, Mrs. Whitrock, is a Grafstrom, and just through the nature of work ended up back up that way. And so we know a little bit about those Whitrock boys too.
We'll see how they all perform tonight. They're going to be, every one of the players will have such an edge about them that it just won't be fair.
Yeah, it's like the old in-house days or something, playing against each other as mites. But
Moorhead will defend the goal to our right as Kai Weigel is set and ready there. The traveling Roseau Rams and their traveling green with Connor Woidke in goal off to our left as we look on, and the puck is dropped and we are underway as the Spuds gather it in behind and out of their own end, try to lift it up and out. It gets knocked one way, then the other, and it comes back, and the Rams had a near breakaway before Gavin Jensen pulls it down, goes down to the back door, and Weigel comes up with a save and slides it out of danger's way. Here's the return, wind up, and a shot just right out in front, and that one was sent right on. The rebound, an early start here by Roseau, dominating play as they work it off to the far side, gathered in by Jake Halverson. He turns, he looks, he's got an opening up on top, and a shot, a backhand shot, gloved in, and I tell you what, Roseau came here ready to put something on the board from the get-go.
Well, right on cue, that top line of Roseau shows why they're just that. A lot of pressure and speed, and it caught the Spuds a little bit by surprise on the first shift with how quickly they got up the ice and created a few good opportunities off of it.
So with that, the play will come to the near side and drop to the corner. And from behind the net, the Spuds try to work it out of the zone. It slides up along the wall and in. Here comes Moorhead off to the far side, wind up at a shot. Sent on quickly by Zach Zimmerman. And that second line centerman. You talk about the abilities of the centermen and the lines rather, as they match up again tonight. Zach Zimmerman with Mason Kraft and Tyden Bergeson. That pretty good gene pool in that group.
Oh yeah, Zimmerman showed his speed right there, getting a good chance for the Spuds.
As it comes out, Zimmerman turns and shoots one wide. It bounces out into play, and here comes the Rams. Long toss up by Cole Whitrock. Down low again, and again the Rams are coming up with a hurried look at the goal. Zimmerman comes up with a steal and turns it around for Moorhead. Sends it off to the far side, up against the wall. And a little touch pass ahead before it's knocked away loose, and it comes, here's a touch pass, and it got knocked away loose, and Zimmerman trailing the play there to pick it up. Long rink wide to Kraft. He works it to Bergeson. He shoots, and it's blocked away, then lost out in front, and Bergeson's shot nearly found its way to wiggle in.
Yeah, well, it's a good build-up there by that line of Zimmerman in the middle of Kraft and Bergeson. A couple of good looks up the ice. You see the speed and moxie that they have right away, and all three of them can shoot the puck.
And so with that, the face-off on the near side of goaltender Connor Woidke. We are underway, just underway. There's been no scoring in spite of the early attack by Roseau here in this opening period. The Spuds chase it down to the far side. Centering pass comes up. Here's Midtoon's shot, blocked away, knocked away down to the near side. Rebound, shot, and goal! And the Spuds find a way. The rebound was tapped off to the side. It was redirected in, and Moorhead leads 1-0.
Yeah, Aiden Dufald is going to get that goal, and you said it, Larry. Midthune up top in the middle of the ice, kind of hovering a little bit like a free safety, is able to make that read and pick off a play, move in quickly and rip a really good shot that Weidke has a little bit of tough time handling, and the cleverness of Aiden Dufald to sneak down into a spot to jump on that rebound and bury it. Shows how good of a player he is right there. Aiden Dufald gets the Spuds on the board.
1-0, time of the goal, 1:38. As play comes near side. Big collision at the blue line. Turn around back there and in the near corner, lifted up and out by Devig. Devig throws it out to center ice where it's taken back by Eli Wensloff. And for the Rams, he throws it in deep all the way down. They're going to call icing on this play and bring it back up ice.
Yeah, it looked like he lost track of where he was a little bit. By the time he spun around, he was on the wrong side of the red line.
Carson Kuntz also assisting on that Mid-Thune goal. And at the time of the goal, 1:58, it's 1-0 Moorhead. So that is one way to kind of reduce the edge just a bit. As they line up now, Brooks Cullen. He is ready to go and drops it back to Parker Gast. Winds up in a shot into traffic there, right out in front. Deflected to the far side, and all the way down it comes into this near corner. They're going to wave off the icing there as it's picked up in the corner. Play back up along the near wall. They battle for it there. Sticks are flying. Wrestling moves are made. Collision goes. Gavin Jensen is still wanting to be involved in the play. And finally the officials are going to step in and separate and pull them apart. That's quite a job in and of itself because they were so tangled. It was like spaghetti almost wrapped around each other.
Yeah, it's one of those where neither player really wanted to allow the other one to get up and get back up the ice before the other one, so they just kind of allowed themselves to maintain the tangled nature of their web there. Ref didn't like it.
Gavin Jensen for Roseau is in the penalty box. Aiden Dufault celebrating his goal in the penalty box right down in front of the scoring table. 1-0 Moorhead with the early lead. And they will continue to skate even up, 4-on-4. Penalties being served coincidentally.
Now, Dufault's got an early jump on the high school version of the Gordie Howe hat trick with a goal and a penalty. He just needs the assist now. Yeah.
The assist will wind it up. That'll round it out for him. Good. Okay, we'll keep an eye. There's a good chance of that as well. In his position.
A lot of game left, yeah.
Now to the near side, then tapped ahead. Eli Winslow throws it to the corner, rings around to the far side. Mid-Thune trying to tap it out. Did not. Play continues on in the attack zone for Roseau. Picked up in the corner, circling all around behind the net. Now back their side for Austin Clint. Backed up against the wall. Outlet pass got tapped away, and here comes Parker Gast sliding it ahead to the far side for Carver Hasbargen, and he came in just offside.
The Spuds had something nice building as Mickelson joined the rush, and with his speed was able to create an odd man opportunity, but Hasbargen just had a little difficulty getting a handle on that spinning puck as he was crossing the blue line.
So from right in front of the Roseau bench as they stare on in earnest, the play comes near side. Ahead now for Hayden Ryerson. Dishes it off to Mason Craftman, breaking into the backside of the play. Bergerson was right there, but his lift of the puck sent it into the plexiglass, and play continues on. The Rams, after picking it up, take it all the way down to the corner where Moorhead's Carter Huteri has it for a moment. Then it's dished ahead. It's 2-on-1. Here come the Spuds. They're working its way down. It just slid off the tip of the stick, and play continues all the way around to the near side where Zach Zimmerman turns it around. The Spuds keep it in, however, as Kraft sends it rink wide. From there, the look and the toss, and it's bounced away all the way to the far side. Bergerson goes in to leave it along the wall. It bounces out to center ice, and from there it goes out. It comes back in again, and offside is called, stopping the play with 13-18 still to play. The Spuds have opened up the scoring and lead it 1-0.
Early trend here for the Spuds as their D are very active. I mentioned Mickelson jumping up. Of course, Dufault jumping in for the goal, and that time Hayden Ryerson created an odd man rush for the Spuds by jumping up.
Near side for Brandon Mickelson. It brings it in. The nifty job of stick handling to set up a pass out in front that was intercepted, however, and here come the Rams. Jude Whitrock comes all the way down to the near corner. All the way around, it goes to the far side where it's picked up by the Spuds, and for a moment is controlled, but it comes right back out, and play continues along the far wall. Pulled away by Zach Devig. Back now near side, the Spuds have it. Here's the look in by Brandon Mickelson as he carries it off and winds up and dishes down to the near corner for Kuntz. Here's a shot blocked away. A rebound gathered in, put in by Mid-Thune, and he carries it off to the far side. Dish down behind the net. 12.5 minutes still to play in the opening period. Moorhead has scored first and lead at 1-0. Spuds bring it in offside. A long pass came out and it was right on his stick. There wasn't much Carter Midtoon could do but to play the puck, and by that time it was already too late.
Yeah, good structure again from Midtoon there, right in the center of the ice where he's supposed to be, ready to pick off a pass or be available. And there he did again, just outside of the blue line this time.
Brooks Cullen stands in. Draws it off to the side. Parker Gass took a look at it, had it poked away from him. And on the far side, Jake Halverson carries it, then sends it in. Turned aside by Weigel. The rebound comes right back up. Bounced up behind the net. Centering pass. Shot lifted high. Back to the near side as play comes up against the wall. Carried there by Noah Ernest. The ball throws it down low. The rebound comes right out in front, and the Spuds, fortunately, the defense was alert. Had a stick on it and threw it away from the opening. Off to the far side, pulled in by Gavin Jensen. It comes out on top, and the Spuds have a little breakaway in play. Here's Parker Gast on the way in. Centering pass goes just long as he tried to hook up with Carter Midtoon on the far corner. Rolls it back along, and now played by Hasbargen. Hasbargen throws it up against the wall. Bounces away, and it comes squirting out. The Rams try to work their way in position, but Zach Devig played it from Moorhead and works his way out to center ice. Parker Gast waiting for it there. Now Ryerson had it worked off his stick, and it's picked up by Braden Thingvold. Down low in the near corner and off to the far side. It plays there. And the pass out deflected. Rams continued the play on it. And finally it's tipped out of the zone and then quickly sent right back in by Jake Queen. From behind. Spuds gather it in and send it out. We got a 3-on-2. On the odd man, it goes all the way down deep. They're going to wave it off here as it's played behind the net. A quick look at it by Zimmerman before it's knocked up against the wall. Back now near side. Scrambling after it. The Spuds are able to pick it up, and Aiden Dufault whistles it down deep where it's picked up by the Rams, and they quickly turn it around and bring it out to center. And Moorhead there gathering it back in as they work it out high in the slot. It goes off to the far side, and the long pass intercepted by Tucker Queen. And here comes a race for the loose puck all the way down in the corner where Carter Huteri works it off to the far side, and it's one-on-one play there. Back to the near side as they scramble for it. 10-12 remaining. Opening period of play. Aiden Dufault and the Spuds leading it 1-0. To the far side down deep in the corner. Here's the rush towards goal. Circling behind the net. And play goes back into the corner. That play by Tyden Bergeson. Off to the lift. It comes bouncing all the way down. Spuds will track it down. And it's picked up by Michael Herman. A quick turnaround there, and they'll center it. Long pass up. It got away from Kraft. It was touched on the way by, so no icing called, and play continues back to the near side for Gavin Jensen. Spuds steal it and try to poke one in past Waitke, but he denies the attempt, and it's lifted back out to center ice. 9:26 to go. Play between the players along the far side before it's sent ahead, and it's deflected down, chased down by Brandon Mickelson of Moorhead. He's worked off the play, shot sent on, steered off to the side by Weigel. And with that play behind the net, a whistle stops play.
Well, a bit of a sequence there that could change the complexion of the game a little bit in the first. It looked as though Roseau was going to get a penalty for too many players on the ice. But the Roseau player did a clever job as he hopped off the bench. He recognized the guy he was changing for wasn't off yet. And he waited and let the puck sit at his feet until he hopped in the bench and then played it, which negated the too many men call. And then not a few seconds later, the Spuds get a penalty down defending. And so the Rams will go on the power play.
Brandon Mickelson finds himself at side ice with a couple of minutes to spare. And the faceoff will be to the near left side then of Kai Weigel. So with the extra skater, the Rams line one up with a hard pass down behind the net. Bouncing back now near side. Walking his way in, it's returned. Here's a look in, up on top. Winding his way off to the far side. They tighten the noose. Here's the shot blocked on. And it is ricocheted behind the net. It's kicked off to the side. The stick goes on. It's bounced right out in front. Steered away. They'll try it again. It finally comes way out on top. Jake Queen takes a look. He stick handles his way all the way to the far corner. Circles the net, then had it poked away. He circles back near side. The puck goes down behind and then brought back out on top with Alex Ballard. Here's another shot from the near side by Noah Ernest. Play comes out to the point. Shot by Jake Queen up on top. And the Spuds are able to get a stick on it, and Brooks Cullen steers it away and sends it up ice. Still a minute remaining on the Moorhead penalty. 1-0 Spuds on the scoreboard, 8:05 remaining in the first period. To the near side, here's a look. A nifty move by Alex Ballard to get loose and bring it in. He'll carry it all the way to the corner, circle the net, looks out on top. He winds up with a pass for Queen. And off to the far side, the Spuds got a stick on it, and for just a brief moment, it was played by Zach Devig, and that got knocked away from him, and it comes out to center ice where it's chased down. A nifty job by Hasbargen, who steals the pass and carries it all the way down. Spuds playing shorthanded as it comes back now, and it's 2-on-2 at the blue line. On the attack, the Rams by Ernest. Nova Ernest, he unleashed that one quickly. Had a good look at it, but a nice save made by Kai Weigel.
Nice job of penalty killing by the Spuds, as the Rams had some good control in the zone, but they did what great penalty killers do is they had tremendous effort from Dufault, some block shots from Brooks Cullen up top, and some good timely clears.
7:23 as the clock resumes action. 12 seconds left on the penalty. And Moorhead trying to work that penalty off, comes near side with Zach Zimmerman. Chased from blue line to blue line before it's returned and picked up. Moorhead is at full strength, carried off to the far side. The Rams on the attack, slide down behind the net, off a skate of Moorhead. Back now near side and into the corner. From there pulled away by Hayden Ryerson. Off to the far side, Ryerson returns in on a long pass, tape to tape, and it's ricocheted right in on goal. Zimmerman had it bounce off his stick and straight in on goal.
Some good poise shown by the young Hayden Ryerson out there in his sophomore year, getting some time. Good little puck control, little reverse play, gets a good look for the Spuds up the ice. It just about connected for a breakaway to Zimmerman.
6:45 with the clock starting here. And it comes out to the point for Brandon Mickelson. His long pass all the way down, return, and this time icing will be called as it was thrown the length of the ice. And the faceoff will be to the far side of Roseau goaltender Connor Wojtke.
Well, this line has had a decided advantage every time they've been on the ice for the Spuds. We'll see if the Rams can counter that right now.
As they wait and line up, it's drawn off to the side. The Rams are there to pick it up. Eli Winslow. Here's a centering pass, Moorhead. Rebound blocked away by Wojtke. Nice save on a point-blank shot. Chased back up ice and it's returned. Eli Winslow tracks it down. Had it poked away. He carries it down low, and then another outlet pass that got deflected and then picked up and sent up, and that is an icing call there. So the Spuds defense again forcing the Rams to make some moves they aren't ready to.
Yeah, and you know it's always okay to ice the puck to relieve some pressure, or if you're forced a little early, but it can come back to get you if you keep giving the opponent offensive opportunities on faceoffs in the offensive zone.
Moorhead got the scoring started early and lead it 1-0. Play has leveled off between the two teams as it works off the near wall and bounced all the way down where Jake Queen will play it off to the official because of another icing call. Well, 9 teams representing Section 8 hockey this year. That means number 8 and number 9 will play off at the end of the season to determine who is the number 8 team, who will then play the number 1 seed. And of course, we're a long ways away from knowing how all of that is going to shake out. But this gives you a little bit of an idea of this matchup between Moorhead and Roseau as to which teams will be involved come February. To the far side, Gavin Jensen turns it up on top, and he misplayed it just a bit, and it was stolen by the Spuds, sending it out. Here's a long pass on the return in by Gavin Jensen. Down deep in the corner. They scramble for it there, whisked behind the net. Played by Brooks Cullen, dished away from him. Then Gavin Jensen picks it up for Roseau and returns it into the corner. The race for it there. Jensen was able to protect, put it on his stick, and pass it out to the point for Jake Queen. From there, it goes down low, and it's corralled by Brooks Cullen, and the Spuds break out. It's one-on-one at the far side. Good speed to turn it around, and play continues up against the side of the net. The Spuds have a stick on it, but the skates slipped just a bit, and play continues off to the far side where the Rams bring it out to center ice. Long play in, deflected. A long play out. They're going to wave off the icing, and play will continue with 4:42 remaining. First period action tonight from Moorhead Sports Center. Nice crowd developing for this one. As we would expect, when the two teams match up, we're going to get a lot of people that show a lot of interest, and especially when this is the home opener.
Yeah, it's nice crowd out here tonight. Good to see that. To see one of the early season classic matchups, and you talked about it, the bearing on the end of the season. There's no doubt when it gets to February and seedings, we'll be talking about this game and how it impacts the seedings for sure.
Face off to the near side of Wojtke. He stops it, he covers it, he gloves it safely, returns it to the circle, and the face-off will reoccur. Play has worked its way down to the 4:24 mark in the first period. Here's Ryerson. Plays it off for Mike Herman. Pulled away from him momentarily. Long pass on one side to the other. Gathered off the far boards by Wentzloff of Roseau. And the return comes back. Tapped up against the wall. Return to the corner. The Spuds put a stick on it, try to break out of the zone, but the Rams get there first. Play it in, and now here's a quick return. Here's the walk-in by the Spuds, backhandling his way down low. He got tripped up and goes down, and the puck comes out to the blue line and stays in the zone, but then taken back by the Rams, and they throw it into play. All the way rink wide to the far side. The Rams on a line change with 3:33 left. And it comes near side up against the wall. Deflected away. Long pass got knocked down to the ice. Here's a turnaround shot, and Weigel was paying attention. Steers it up on top, and the Spuds are there to pull it away. Here's Zimmerman. On the near side, the walk up by Mason Kraft. He walks his way in, stick handles his way down, slides a shot in on goal. It's knocked away by Wojtke. Back up on top, and here's the look by Aiden Dufault. Nearly slipped one between the ankles, but it's pulled in by the Rams, and play continues to the far side. Jimmy Jacques off to the far side. Up on top, the Rams have it. Knocked away loose. And from there, play stops with 2:41. Shots. Moorhead has 10 shots on goal, 9 saves recorded by Connor Wojtke. While the Rams have put 8 shots in on Kai Weigel. He has recorded 8 saves. Play is knocked onto the ice and picked up by Noah Ernest. He throws a quick and long pass down. Here comes a shot right on goal, and the Rams, again, they've played this game together. That was good teamwork effort, pulling up the loose puck in the corner, knowing that he had an opening right out in front, but the save there by Weigel puts us in the face-off circle.
You can see in a hurry why these guys are racking up points. They know what they're doing, and they know what they're doing together.
Long pass out of the zone. Here's the race for the loose puck, but it's tapped away. All the way back into the Moorhead zone, where it's chased down by Huteri. Carter Huteri carries it to the near side, then throws it out in front, and the Spuds lift one up into the rafters. It clears nice and clean, and it comes back down onto the ice, played by Jake Queen. All the way down to the near side. As this play is underway, there are 2 minutes remaining. Behind the net and played. Up to the point. Here's a quick turn and a look and a shot right on goal and gloved away by Kai Weigel.
Jake Queen there with a very clever shot as the puck made its way up to him at the point. He saw Gavin Jensen in the kind of mid to high slot going towards the net and just did a shot pass right towards his stick so he could redirect it, which makes it very difficult on a goaltender, but Weigel was right there to answer that.
1-0 Moorhead here early. Here's a windup and a shot and a block initially. Pulled the trigger secondarily, and the save made by Kai Weigel. Nice recovery for the shot attempt by the Rams, but Weigel was there, eyes on. Deflected now off the faceoff, all the way to the far corner. Spuds are there to pick it up, and here's Michael Herman on the way out. And it rolls out to center ice where the Rams are waiting for it, and they turn it around back to the near side. Down into the corner, Aiden Dufault. A quick reversal pass up on top, returned. Spuds gather it in and they come out on the near side, and a long pass taken back by Roseau, 1:16 to go. Big collision right in front of the scoring table as Cole Whitrock and one of the Spuds, and he knows it right away. Aiden Dufault wasted no time finding his spot on that in that penalty box.
Well, it was an efficient place on the ice to take a penalty, that's for sure, as he had one step into the box. I think you love the jam from Aiden Dufault. He's a hard player, and he saw an opportunity to step up as that puck was coming and make a good, hard physical play, and the ref determined that either he was a little late or he didn't like the aggressive nature of it and gave him a penalty for it.
So with that, the Spuds find themselves down a skater in the final moments of this first period. And the play comes back out the near side. They worked off a penalty midway through the period. Here's a play out on top. Here's a windup and a shot, but an easy save. At least it appeared easy for Weigel, and it continues on. Here's a windup and a shot off the rebound. Deflected back near side. Scrambled up against the wall. Pulled down by the Rams. Jake Queen had it momentarily. Gives it off to Noah Ernest. He cycles around, and the long rink-wide pass comes near side. Counting down from 33 seconds in the period. As it comes out to center ice, misplayed momentarily, which means the Rams have to come onside to continue playing, but the Spuds put a stick on it, and they turn it around. And again, it's out at center ice where the Rams take over. Counting down from 16. To the blue line and in, it's 3-on-2. Centering pass, the Spuds get a stick on it. Zach Zimmerman, or rather, that play stopped by Zach Devig. Play into the corner, kicked off to the side. That's going to put us in the locker room. Assessment quickly on what you saw in this first period.
Well, you had the matchup of the Ernest Jensen line against the Cullen line, and the Cullen line asked to play a defensive role to shut those guys down tonight. That's where the Rams are having some zone time and some good looks with that unit. Then you counter with the Spuds line of Zimmerman, Bergeson, and Kraft, really creating for the Spuds, kind of winning that matchup. And then, of course, the third line matchup is where the goal came from, and the Spuds got the advantage on that one, scoring. So those matchups will be what will be interesting to watch throughout the rest of the game.
Aiden Dufault with the goal has put us in the locker room as the teams head off the ice after one period of play. We'll be back in 3 minutes with the Spuds and the Roseau Rams. It's Moorhead 1, Roseau 0.
Or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful, and it really brings me back every day.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Atchison Companies is a private investment firm focused on helping small businesses succeed. We are more than investors. We are proven hands-on operators. Atchison Companies works with independent businesses in the manufacturing, distribution and engineering sectors. We invest across the Northern Plains with a buy and hold philosophy, while providing stable leadership and a proven operating system. Atchison Companies is proud to support the Moorhead Spuds.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Valley Alignment and Auto Repair has provided the FM area with vehicle service and repairs since 1978. They perform your vehicle's service needs from oil changes and brakes to transmission and engine rebuilds. Valley Alignment and Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of Spuds Athletics and wish all the athletes and families a great 2022-23 school year and sports season.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and back-dragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to Casasa members last year. Dana wanted us to hire a marching band. Amanda thought that we should drop 2 million balloons. And Kevin, well, Kevin always wants to use the money gun. Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in Casasa.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Atchison Companies is a private investment firm focused on helping small businesses succeed. We are more than investors. We are proven hands-on operators. Atchison Companies works with independent businesses in the manufacturing, distribution and engineering sectors. We invest across the Northern Plains with a buy and hold philosophy, while providing stable leadership and a proven operating system. Atchison Companies is proud to support the Moorhead Spuds.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Valley Alignment and Auto Repair has provided the FM area with vehicle service and repairs since 1978. They perform your vehicle service needs from oil changes and brakes to transmission and engine rebuilds. Valley Alignment and Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of Spuds Athletics and wish all the athletes and families a great 2022-2023 2023 school year and sports season.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
It's a learning process regardless on how you go about taking care of business.
It sure is, and you see it, I think year after year, most teams progress throughout the year, but we can speak probably more closely to seeing Moorhead more frequently, and you definitely see the team generally playing their best hockey towards the end of the season every year.
Yeah, and that's not, as I've been listening to the coaches and find out how they tick a little bit, that's by design.
Absolutely. They will break up the season into segments, and this is mostly me speculating as I've seen it over the years, but they'll break it up and they'll be working on certain things at the beginning of the year and then trying to build on that through the middle of the year, and then hopefully they're executing at their highest at the end of the year. And then included in that is also personnel combinations and what works, who works well together, who's maybe more responsible. So if you want to match lines against a really high-powered offensive line, what's your personnel matchup that might do that? You learn that as coaches throughout the year as well. And we alluded to it earlier. They definitely have a matchup going tonight where they have the Spuds have the Brooks Cullen line matched against the Ernest Jensen line as their defensive stopper line, trying to stop that high-powered team. So we'll see if they continue that. They might try something different here, but I expect them to try to continue that and see if they can shut them down. And then there's a chess match throughout the rest of the year on that type of thing.
We learned earlier this week, in fact, it was the night that the Spuds were playing in Bemidji, a loss of a great man as far as Moorhead hockey is concerned. He was located at the end of the rink year in and year out, making sure that all the goals were counted and in the proper fashion. And his grandson, of course, is right alongside us as Sam Walsted mourns the loss of his grandfather. Everybody just plain and simple knew him as Corky, and that's the way it was. I couldn't walk into the arena tonight without thinking about him sitting in his spot.
Yeah, and it's always, sad for communities to lose those types of people, and then to have, generations of that family with Sam still involved in the program. Like, it hits home a little bit harder, and we're definitely, thoughts have been with Sam and their family and Corky.
And it speaks to the strength of the program along the way. So with that, we send along our condolences and our best wishes to the Walsted family. And so we are returning to center ice for the second period. And on the face-off, it is worked off to the far side where Brandon Mickelson throws it down low and brought back now near side. Dished back into the corner, picked up by Jake Queen. Out it comes. Here's Noah Ernest to the blue line and in. He winds up and his pass got deflected. Spud's putting a stick on it to stop the advance. And out of the corner, Gavin Jensen works it back down near side and at the point. To the far side, looking down deep into the corner. Setting it up, still 17 seconds left on the Moorhead penalty. And so the Rams are trying to set up a power play scoring opportunity here as they work it around the perimeter. Out to the blue line, just barely kept it in. And play continues on. Clock is running down, 5 seconds remaining. Here's a shot on goal. The rebound blocked away. Looking forward, up on top, shot blocked in heavy traffic. Rebound goes behind the net. The best scoring opportunity of the night for the Rams, and it comes up just short as the Spuds defensive team combines for stop after stop and finally throw it out and all the way up ice. Tracked down behind the net as both teams make changes. Both teams are at full strength. Here's the look up, and it comes all the way down, and that brings up an icing call. And the Spuds weren't quite ready to put the stop on that play.
Yeah, tremendous job by the Spud penalty killers as the Rams again were able to set up and move it around. And then once the chaos ensued in the crease, all 4 Spud defenders collapsed in there, scratching and clawing to do whatever they had to do to block a shot or tie up a stick so Roseau couldn't get it into the empty net. And then here's you have Weigel there to clear a puck down the ice when needed.
Off to the far side, the Spuds go tape to tape on it, but it bounces off the stick and play comes back to Roseau. At the blue line and in. Dish down deep and from behind the net off to the far side. Spuds are there to pick it up and throw it up. It's 3-on-2. The odd man rushes in. Here's Bergeson. Drops it back to Kraft and his shot point blank straight on. I tell you what, Connor Wojtke's having himself a good night.
Yeah, he really is. He's been very steady in there. The one he gave up was a rebound goal. Really had no chance as he stopped the first one to get the rebound. But he's been very steady otherwise, right on top of every other puck.
He's faced 11 shots, 10 saves here early on. Meanwhile, the Rams come right back up ice. They have 16 shots on goal, looking for the counter that puts them into a tie as we skate 1-0 Moorhead. From behind, centering pass, the Spuds cover up nicely out in front. Here's the ball. Puck that bounces up over the top of the crossbar and comes back down onto the ice, and play continues. Aiden Dufall rings it around, and it comes all the way out. Scramble for it there. Backhand pass out. Moorhead sets it up 2-on-1. Here's a centering pass. Wind up. Bergeson. Shot is blocked. Wojtke with another big save. Out it comes, and the Spuds gather it in at center ice. And completing a line change, Roseau, and it comes back to Zach Zimmerman. Down deep in the corner, Bergeson. Off to the far side, carries it, slips it back into the corner. From there it rings around back to the near side where it's picked up by the Brady Steffen, and it comes right on goal, and it's gloved off the ice by Connor Wojtke, and the score stays 1-0 Moorhead.
The build-up through the neutral zone from that line continues to impress tonight as they get another great chance with Kraft with just a soft little play at the blue line to spring Zimmerman on the edge, and Zim pulls the defender over and sets up Bergeson perfectly out front, but great anticipation from Connor Wojtke to push across and snuff that out before Bergeson could tuck it.
The faceoff goes to the corner near side, pushed off to the far corner. The Rams pull it there and head out on a 3-2 rush. It comes all the way down, worked right back out by Weigel. To center ice it comes. A nice reach around from behind by Tucker Queen of Roseau to slow the advance, and it ends up in the corner. Right along the wall it's played now as the Rams try to work it out of the zone, and do as it's picked up there by Jimmy Jocks. Here it comes all the way up ice, and it floats in harmlessly on Kai Weigel, who gloves it away. 13:37 remaining. First period goal has given the Spuds a 1-0 lead here as we work our way through the second period. Play is drawn back to the point. Wind up in a shot blocked away. Roseau getting an extreme advantage in shots on goal here throughout, as that was their 18th, and they have outshot the Spuds by 5 but trail it on the scoreboard 1-0. Moorhead up against the near side as they look in for it. Carver Hasbargen wrestling along with Brooks Cullen, and for the Rams, Jake Halverson, and it's pulled loose. Here's Cullen's shot just wide. Dish down deep into the far corner. Play works its way along and comes all the way around behind. A battle for it there. Parker Gast had an initial look, and it's tipped away on the rebound up on top. Zach Devig sends one down into traffic, and it's ricocheted out. Here come the Rams with leading scorer, leading player Noah Ernest on his way in. Has the puck pulled away. Spud set it up all the way down near side. Here's Bergeson's shot. He slips one in. He had no business making that shot, even close, but he managed to slip it right in on the corner between the skate and the pipe.
Yeah, Titan's a crafty player, a good physical player, kind of a traditional power winger, but he's got those good nifty skills in tight where it looks like he doesn't have much going on, but he finds a way to create a chance.
Play comes near side. Off the face-off, it's tipped into the corner, bounces up against the net. Alex Ballard tracks it down. Dishes it out to center ice. The Spuds are waiting for it there, and the defense backpedals its way down. Brandon Mickelson feeding it near side. Here's an outlet pass, and the Spuds again having a breakaway. Here's the look in by Mickelson. Walks his way in, shot just wide. Rebound deflected out to the far side, and the Spuds play it off a skate and play to the near side. Here's tight end Bergeson to the corner. Bergeson goes behind the net. He's got the puck with him, then is tied up along the wall. Scrambling for it there, it squirts loose, and it comes out on the near side for Brady Steffen. Out to the point, Steffen takes a look. He sends it down into traffic, ricocheted by Ballard of Roseau, and it comes back near side. Long pass out of the zone. If it clears, it'll be icing. It does not, and play continues on as it's brought back up by Brandon Mickelson. To the near side, Mickelson. Good scoot down low. Works his way up on top. Tried to hook up with Bergeson, but the pass was long, and it ricochets all the way back out to the near wall. A chase for it now and into the corner. Scrambling in for it, Cade Ginther of Roseau. Plays it off to the far side, and all the Rams are setting things up. Here's a shot set right on. The rebound out in front, but covered up nicely by Kai Weigel. Now, normally you don't expect him to leave that rebound out like that, but that time he was able to find control and put the stop to the play.
Yeah, he did, and right prior to that, the Rams did a nice job of getting pressure in. Good build up through the neutral zone, just putting pucks into areas to keep the play alive and get a good first touchdown low. They go low to high up to A.J. Clint, and he does such a nice job of moving around that puck and getting it through quickly on Weigel, which is part of why he had trouble handling it.
As play resumes, the puck goes behind the net, outlet pass to the far corner, ricochets down low, chased in by Carter Midthun, and from there out it comes. Drops it back. Brooks Cullen now brings it in. He goes down deep into the corner. Pulls up short. Takes it control. Here's a pass out to the far side. And worked in by Carson Kuntz. It comes out on top. Here's a shot blocked away. Somehow he had an angle, and the glove goes up and hangs on tight for the save.
I got to talk a little bit about the Dufault kid there on that one. He has a nice rush up the ice, and if you could have all young kids watch, this is what you want your defenders to do. He got the puck high at the top of the circle in his own zone and took about 4 hard strides to gain some separation. Spuds end up with zone time because of it and a grade A scoring chance coming off of it.
1-0 Moorhead with the lead. 10.5 minutes remaining, just about halfway through this hockey game. As it comes out to the point, and it is kept in the zone and ricochets all the way rink wide. And now out of the zone, and the Spuds will have to touch up. A quick turnaround. Back to the near corner is Braden Thingvold. Sends it out on top. Picked up by Jake Halverson, and the advance goes there by the number 1 line on this team. Down low, a centering pass. Here's a way up on top, and it got deflected out of the zone and out to center. Parker Gast in pursuit. He got swung around and out of the play as Alex Ballard comes up with it. Ballard goes behind the net. Gives it off there, and here comes Ballard ahead on the play to Gavin Jensen. Working it back near side, and Ballard winds up with a shot. He sent it wide. And it rolls out of the corner all the way back up ice, chased down by Jake Queen. To the near side, 9.5 minutes to go, second period. So far, Dufault's goal has stood up as the only counter so far, and Moorhead has that 1-0 advantage as they come near side and in. Tyden Bergeson again likes to move in from that angle. This time had the shot pushed away, and it rolls out to center ice. Backhanded near side, put it on the stick of Zach Zimmerman, knocked away from him. Here's Noah Ernest, the shot blocked and then covered up. And once again, we're finding that Kai Weigel is putting those rebounds out in front.
Yeah, and well, you see the release of some of these players on Roseau, why they're good scorers. Like that time it was Ernest. He came in, changed the shooting angle, and then released it quick to where the goaltender sometimes can't get set, so it snuck up on Kai quickly. Still was able to make the save, but there's rebounds laying there because of it.
9:05 to play, second period from Moorhead Sports Center. Here come the Spuds off the face-off. That turned around nicely on a defensive play by Austin Clint. To the far side. Knocked away and all the way down. Spuds track it down and feed it back near side for Tyden Bergeson. His outlet pass got blocked away. Recovered by the Rams, and they send it in deep. They'll try it again as it's picked up by Brandon Mickelson and rings it out on the near side. A shot from just inside the blue line at the point. But the scoop off the ice by Kai Weigel keeps it safe.
Good posture from the Rams there to keep tight defensively. So as the Spuds tried to exit the zone, they were there to turn it back. And as they got out of the zone, they were able to shut it down early in the neutral zone and turn it right back.
Face off down, drawn out to the near side, dished back into the corner. Out along the near side, pops up into the air, played off to the side by Carter Midthun, and the Spuds bring it in. 3-on-2 Midthun with the shot, nearly got his own rebound, and then reaches in for a second effort and plays it off to the side for Michael Herman. Out at center ice it goes again. And as it's chased down, the Spuds come back near side for Herman. His pass just ahead of Huteri, or Kuntz rather. Carson Kuntz had it just ahead, and it plays near side. Wind up and a look in by Brady Steffen. And pushed away from him and sent up ice, so that'll stop play. Both teams needing a chance to catch their breath here with 7:49 remaining. We're past the halfway mark of this hockey game, and that goal by Aiden Dufault stands. So far, it's 1-0.
Shots fairly even still. The Rams holding a little bit of an advantage, mostly because they've had the extra power play time, but chances both ways for sure.
Devig dished it down low in the corner from Moorhead as the Spuds are in the attack zone. All the way out of the far corner, brought back near side. On a quick reversal down low, played off behind the net, run off to the far corner. Tried to lift it out of the zone. It comes out to center ice. Spuds reclaim it as they play it on the near side, and Parker Gast brings it in. Gast had it poked away by Jake Halverson. Out at the point, turned around. The Spuds keep it in the zone as Gast tracks it down. Nearly lost it at the blue line, but maintains his balance to keep it in play. Collision along the near wall. The Rams are there to pick up the loose puck, and now a breakaway look. Got covered up nicely by Braden Thingvold. And the Spuds go down low and overskate, and it comes right back to the near side. Zach Devig in pursuit. Dished off to the far side. From there, Gavin Jensen plays it back to the near wall. Then Ernest overskates it. The Spuds battling it all the way along. Brought back. Here's a windup and a quick look down low. Backhand shot. Oh, he just missed the corner. He was going backhand upper shelf and just missed that tiny little corner. So the Spuds on the rebound come right back up. And play continues on as it's shoveled back to the near side for Zimmerman. Here's a rebound up on top. Picked up by Steffen. Long toss near side, Bergeson. The shot was open as it was being delivered, but as he got the puck, it closed and he slipped it up and into the plexiglass.
Yeah, nice job by Brady Steffen up top for the Spuds as the puck came to him. He quickly slid it over to Mickelson, and then coming back across the Royal Road, Mickelson finds Bergeson back there, and good look for Tyden again.
5:47 remaining, second period, 1-0 Moorhead with the lead. Steffen dishes it to the corner. Played down and behind the net is Zimmerman. He's going to get a nickname. I know he is. If he doesn't already have it, is ZZ Top. I mean, what else can you call a guy with 2 Z's in his name?
I'm going to ask him to grow out his facial hair.
Assuming he has it. One of the 9th graders, isn't he?
Yes, he is, yeah.
Play to the near side. 5:20 remaining here in the second period. Bergeson walking his way in, tossed it, deflected away, rebound off to the far side and in pursuit. Bergeson from behind, but it's ahead of him, and here's a long shot sent in by Ballard. Ricochet behind the net and play comes back to the near side. As they take a look, Bergeson passes ahead. Dished ahead to Kraft off to the backside of the play, cycling his way around Brandon Mickelson. Dished it off to the far side, it comes all the way out. Moorhead will track it down as Zach Devig brings it to the near side, and here's a windup and a shot sent on by Zimmerman. That's blocked away and out to center. Well, as this second period has worn its way along, more and more spud time in the attack zone is being developed, and the shots are closing in. There's just one shot difference now between the two teams, and so with that in mind, just that one goal early on by Aiden Dufault as the Spuds have the advantage. A long shot deflected in traffic, bounced away, and it comes out all the way to center. Comes all the way down. Here's a windup and a shot set on. The angle was there, and he had a good chance. He had a good look at it. And the play is stopped now with a face-off coming with 3:59 remaining.
Yeah, good burst of speed up the ice by Tucker Queen. And the play happened quickly, so the Spuds defender had kind of gotten turned around a little bit, and Queen snuck up on him, was able to get around him. We got a really good look in on Weigel, but Kai was there, square to that one.
Knocked away, the Spuds pick it up. As they come to the near side, here's the walk-in by Carver Hasbargen. Had it poked off his stick, and it's turned around, sent up. Icing is waved away. Play will continue on. Long pass out to center ice, gathered in by Braden Thingvold. He throws it down deep, and it's run off to the far side where it's picked up by Parker Gast. Rink wide comes near side for Hasbargen. He walks his way in. He put the shot on, but Connor Whitekey was right there. He hangs on, keeps the puck tucked nicely away, and keeps the game at 1-0.
Well, Weigel showed, we haven't talked as much about it tonight as we have in the past, but his great ability to play the puck. And there he started that offense from behind the goal line, 200 feet away from the net. He makes a play up the wall, good pickup by Parker Gass, and then Parker coming all the way back across the ice to spring Hasbargen loose on the other end, and then Whitekey there again, square to that one.
3:22 now showing. Carter comes to the point. Quick toss in by Carter Huteri. Deflected away from there into the corner. Brooks Cullen tried to backhand that out. It was rejected, and play continues along the near wall. From there it goes out to center ice where it's chased down, and it's picked up on the far side. Turn, look, shot, blocked away. Great job by Noah Ernest, first of all, to keep the puck on his stick and then set up the scoring opportunity. And on the play, it comes all the way up ice as it clears the end line. Well, we had a little bit of a chance right there to see the strength and speed of a Noah Ernest.
Yeah, and Mickelson did a nice job of getting back to defend him, and when he went to play him, Ernest is ready for it. That's the experience of a 4-year varsity player and a senior, to absorb that body contact, spin off of it, and then get control of the puck for a good opportunity. So you nailed it, Larry. You saw the strength and speed of Noah Ernest right there.
2:48 now showing. There's been no scoring since Aiden Dufault opened up the net in the first period. Here's a shot sent on, blocked away. Play continues back to the near side. It does not clear. Back into the corner, they battle for it once again. Here's the walk-in now up on top. Shot blocked away. Weigel with the save. Weigel with another save. And it goes deep into the far corner. As it scrambles underneath, working it around up on top, just getting it long for Ballard. He has to recover, and as he sends it in, it's picked up by Cole Whitrock, and out at the point high in the slot, a long shot by Jake Queen results in a glove save by Kai Weigel.
Well, that's the best series of the night for the Whitrock boys in that line there, as they had some good time and some really good looks. That was Weigel's best sequence of saves as well, coming up big to preserve the 1-goal lead for the Spuds.
Face off, near side of Weigel. Moorhead Zach Zimmerman stands in and drops it off to the edge, and the play comes out to center. Nifty job of handling by Bergeson. The return pass to Bergeson got deflected away. The Spuds are there to pick it up. It's Bergeson winding it up to shoot, and it comes all the way through. Out it comes to center ice. And they'll try it again. Bounce it along. Kraft lines it up, sends it to Zimmerman, who unleashes and missed one wide. A long play out to center ice with 1.5 minutes remaining. The Spuds set it up. Here's a look on the near side for Tyden Bergeson. He goes down deep. He wraps one up and again got the lift on the puck and sent it up into the plexiglass.
I tell you what, the number of opportunities Mason Kraft is creating tonight with just clever play and such nice, soft hands to create some of these plays he's creating. And if it weren't for Whitekey right now, and then both Zimmerman and Bergeson, just their sights being, the scope being off a bit, missing on a couple, he could have 5 or 6 assists right now. Mason Kraft with the play he's got going. That line is clicking right now.
Play comes near side as it comes up on top. Backhanded down deep in the near corner by Zach Devig. And the play continues behind the net. Rams are there to pick it up. We're closing in on 1 minute to play in the second. Comes near side and it's picked up by Ernest. He's forced wide of the play and it comes back out to the point, then returned down deep. Spun out of the far corner, kept in at the far point. They're trying to set it up onto the near side. It just did get long and ahead of Alex Ballard, and he throws it around to the far side. Down deep into the corner. 43 seconds to go in the period. Wind up in a shot block. Rebound block. Rebound blocked again, and it comes out near side. Here come the Spuds. Brooks, Cullen. It's 2-on-2. Cullen and Gast walking their way in, and then the defense pinches in on the play and stops the advance, and it comes out to center ice. 24 seconds to go. A high lifted pass comes down. Ricocheting down, the Spuds nearly gave up position on the play, but recover in time to play the puck behind the net, and it finally comes back now near side. 10 seconds and counting down. Here come the Spuds, one last chance. It's lifted up and down. It comes all the way wide, and there will be one more play coming as that icing call was made with 3.3 seconds remaining.
One of those interesting moments here where it looked like the Spuds had a potential break. They just miscommunicated when Mickelson went to make the pass. But 3.3 is plenty of time for this Ernest Jensen group to get an opportunity to tie it up late in the second. Got to say, Larry, too, great crowd tonight. We're missing one that would love to be here. Dennis Bushy watching out from sunny California right now.
Now that's just not right. But I hope he is enjoying himself completely.
It doesn't sound right, and thankfully nothing happened because we missed it.
Yeah. So we didn't. We're good to go. We have played 2 periods of hockey here. The teams are heading off the ice and will return for a 3rd period of hockey. But first, before they do, they're gathering everybody around. I'm not sure I quite understand here unless that's a team thing.
Just a protocol thing where the refs don't want the 2 teams to intermix, but the goalie had come out, so Roseau was greeting their goalie. And
we've got 3 minutes coming your way as you listen to the Spuds in Roseau and in Moorhead. After 2 periods of play, it's Moorhead 1 and Roseau nothing. 3.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to Casasa members last year. Dana wanted us to hire a marching band. Amanda thought that we should drop 2 million balloons. And Kevin, well, Kevin always wants to use the money gun. Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in Casasa rewards.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Atchison Companies is a private investment firm focused on helping small businesses succeed. We are more than investors. We are proven hands-on operators. Atchison Companies works with independent businesses in the manufacturing, distribution and engineering sectors. We invest across the Northern Plains with a buy and hold philosophy, while providing stable leadership and a proven operating system. Atchison Companies is proud to support the Moorhead Spuds.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Valley Alignment and Auto Repair has provided the FM area with vehicle service and repairs since 1978. They perform your vehicle service needs from oil changes and brakes to transmission and engine rebuilds. Valley Alignment and Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of Spuds Athletics and wish all the athletes and families a great 2022-23 school year, and sports season.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatbold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and back-dragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to CASASA members last year. Dana wanted us to hire a marching band. Amanda thought that we should drop 2 million balloons. And Kevin, well, Kevin always wants to use the money gun. Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in CASASA rewards.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Welcome back to Moorhead Sports Center. It's 1-0 Moorhead as we 1-0 Moorhead as we get ready for start of the third period. And a reminder that we're getting close to the time of year when we're going to celebrate a new facility here at Moorhead. And it is a big project, and we are looking forward to the changes that will be made that will enhance the educational process of our young people. The first event scheduled is for on Sunday, December 17th, and it will be the Academic Wing Preview. Guided tours will be given from 2 until 4 o'clock to view core classrooms, science rooms, collaborative spaces, and the areas connected to the main commons. This occasion will be the first opportunity for members of the public to view the academic areas before they start hosting classes on January 4th. And keep this in mind again, that is Sunday, December 17th. And then, of course, the big transformation from one facility to the next, December 27th and 28th. Boys basketball, girls basketball will help the transition from one gym to the new gym, and we look forward to all the activity that goes on with that. And it's going to be a whole different facility here when everything gets taken care of.
Oh, a beautiful facility, and you know, it shows the commitment that they have to the education in the town here, and the community has to provide the facilities. It's fantastic.
Can't help but give another thank you out to Dean Haugo and to Brian Cole for the work that they have done in making sure that it gets taken care of in a proper and educational fashion. As the play is underway here in the third, the Spuds create a turnover, and they'll bring it to the blue line, 3-on-2. Here's Aiden Dufall, comes near side. Parker Gass shot. Oh, he had a good idea, and he just missed the 5-hole, and it got kicked away. On the return, the Rams come sliding up, and they put a high, hard shot on. It's deflected out near the point and picked up and turned around by Jake Halverson. Down there as the Rams change, Spuds change, and play continues out to center ice. Wind up there, turned around, sent quickly all the way down to the far side where it's pursued and caught by Carter Huteri. Up on top, here's a windup and a shot blocked away. And a scramble for it right alongside the net, but the Spuds are able to pull it out and head up to center ice with a long pass that just was ahead of Zach Zimmerman. But he waits for it, pulls it in, slides his way in towards goal. He puts a shot in, and it's gloved up and gloved away by Kai Weigel. Or correction, by Connor Woitke.
Well, it's a lot of W's out there, and good build-up on both sides early in that period to get chances. The first one coming from the Cullen line with a gorgeous rush where Hasbargen got some speed through the middle, and Brooks Cullen did a nice job of finding Parker Gast across the ice. And then the Rams come down and get a couple of good ones too.
Play to the near side out to center. The return to the blue line rejected. Spuds backpedal their way to pick it up. Missed fire on the pass attempt. And that was Aiden Dufall who ended up handing it off basically to Cole Whitrock. Play has continued on as the Spuds pick it up and come out to center, 4-on-3. Off to the far side and turning the corner. Play goes down. Nothing going, and play continues. A centering pass got rejected. Down deep in the corner as it got away from Zach Zimmerman. Pulled in and gathered at the corner by Austin Clint to Roseau out to center. Clint slides it ahead for Brennan Johnson, and it comes near side. All the way up against the wall. Back to the near side. Here's Zimmerman with it. Now Kraft. They're waiting for the lines to change, and Kraft stick handles his way out of trouble. Comes out to the point, winds up to shoot on a glove save. Well, I'll tell you what, he had a pretty good idea and played it properly, waiting for things to develop without the turnover.
Yeah, I mean, I think the old phrase was you can stick handle in a phone booth, but I don't think anyone knows what a phone booth is anymore.
I don't know.
We do.
You might.
Yeah, a couple of us do. But yeah, great job by Kraft in a tight area.
Actually, I do know what they are. Play comes out. And play comes all the way down. Gathered in by Brandon Mickelson. Now the Spuds take over. And on the way in, Michael Herman carries it down low. Shovels one in towards goal, and the glove save is made. In a lot of ways, it would be unfortunate, I think, for both goaltenders if another goal would be scored. This has been so evenly matched up. And we take a look at the shots on goal. All of a sudden, we're taking a note that Roseau is out shooting the Spuds 32-25. That's their biggest margin that they've had. But so far, Kai Weigel has been able to put the brakes on. Down low it goes. Play up on top. Looking past, and it bounces off a skate and tracked down and played by Zach Devig. Backpedaling his way, and a long pass comes near side. Ricochets off. It got away by Carson Kuntz and then played rink wide. Chased down by Carver Hasbargen. Out of the far corner, stick handling up and out all the way to the blue line, then had it poked away nicely. Nice poke check there. And play finally comes back on between the Spud, Brooke Cullen, and one of the Roseau players. And in the wrestling match, the puck squirts loose and play ends up all the way down. It's picked up on top by Gavin Jensen. His shot blocked. Out to it comes. Ahead it comes. Here's a wind-up by Brooks Cullen, and he can't get there in time to get an angle. So he picks up the loose puck in the corner and plays it up along the wall. From there out to the point, a long pass sent in, fluttering, and it got loose and shoveled back now to the near corner. Early on, third period, still 1-0 Moorhead as the play goes behind the net. The Rams line it up and come all the way near side. Here's the walk-in by Noah Ernest. He carries it down low, dropped it behind. Here's a shot blocked away by Weigel. Ernest thought he had a chance, and he dropped it behind him to the trailer, who had a great opportunity, but so did Kai Weigel.
Yeah, and even the goal judge got trigger happy there and flicked the light on thinking that was going to go in, but Weigel makes the stop, and it just shows you the attention Ernest draws, and he did it by attacking the defender, and both of them collapsed on him trying to take away that threat, and he's able to leave the puck behind for an oncoming line mate and get a great chance.
Here's a long pass. Kraft going down to chase it. He kicks it loose and play. It got a high stick coming. They're going to have to wave that one off. The reaction on there was that a high stick deflected the puck in, and so that stops play, and it will remain 1-0, and the face-off will come all the way back up ice.
It was a definitive and demonstrative call from the official.
It was very definite.
No doubt. No doubt about it. Nice little play by the Spuds off of the face-off, though, to try to generate offense, and Kraft beats that defender up the ice and creates some havoc down there.
Face-off to the far side of Weigel. Outlet pass got slowed down. Zimmerman reaches in to poke it down deep into the corner where it's played. Brady Stefano Moorhead had it momentarily, had it pulled away. Here's a wraparound try. And that's another part of the play that is just, I stand or I sit and watch goaltenders play that spot when they try the wraparound. There's no possible way they could know where it's going to come in from, but they make the play.
And it's kind of, I would say, an uglier hockey play, but an effective one, because you get the goalie on the ice in a rough position having to defend that, and then you create chaos with all the bodies and the puck being loose. It's an effective play.
Behind the net, off the face-off. Moorhead sets up shop. From behind the net, a quick toss out by Brandon Mickelson. Rejected at center ice and down deep into the near corner. Spun around, dished out, walking up forward. Here's Zach Zimmerman off the pass from Mason Kraft. Zimmerman goes all the way down, and puck floats free, and then it's picked up. Spuds poke it away and chased down to the near side. On that play was Mason Kraft. You talk about his ability to set play up. He did it all on both ends of that pass play and collection play, and it ended up being deflected all the way to the far side. But it kept the puck away from the Rams, and so play continues on now as the Spuds bring it to the blue line. Here's the walk-in by Tyden Bergeson. Drops it back for Kraft. And there's the walk-in, and it's blocked. And the good look again by Tyden Bergeson as he tries that, what you call sneaky play. And it comes all the way down. Spun off the wards. Back now near side. Here's a wind-up and a shot sent on. Blocked away to the corner. From there, Jimmy Jakes. It comes back down, and here's a walk-in shot blocked away. Out to center ice. Here's the walk-in by Zach Zimmerman. He winds up to shoot, and I thought he hit the ripple of the net, but it got blocked off to the side, and play continues on as the Rams try it again. They have a 10-shot on goal advantage, 35-25. Moorhead leads it at that all-important column in the scoreboard. It's 1-0 Spuds.
Yeah, and right there, another play by Midthun to intercept a clearing attempt by the Rams. He jumped up and caught it, but the ref said he carried the puck. That's what that whistle was for. So the Spuds will come, the face-off will come all the way down in the Spuds' end.
Off to the far side of Weigel. Clock underway, 10:40 to go, and the Spuds set up their attack. It's 2-on-2 at the blue line. Brooks Cullen pulls up short and drops it off to the side. Carried behind the net. Here's the turn and the look up, centering pass, shot into traffic. It actually got blocked off Brooks Cullen and off to the far side, and the Spuds turn it around and come back with it. Cullen with a shot into traffic. Gets his own rebound and plays it into the slot before it's rejected there, and it goes rink wide. Down it goes. Noah Ernest brings it back near side. Dropping it for Gavin Jensen. Off to the far side, Moorhead catching up to it. They throw the play down. The icing will be waved off as it's played. And here come the Rams along the near side. Gavin Jensen had it poked away, and it comes all the way back before being gathered in by Eli Wensloff. The Rams bring it to Ernest. Walks his way up high in the slot. A good hard shot, blocked away. Rebound comes back near side. The Rams have it. Here's the look in by Queen. Jake Queen sends it out on a hard shot. There goes sailing up high and away. The rebound from the point up into the netting. Stops the clock with 9:19 still here in the third period.
So the Brooks Cullen line with Hasbargen and Gass were able to get some zone times on that top line of the Rams, but to their credit, for a group that doesn't probably spend an awful lot of time in their own end, they defended really well, blocked some shots, and weathered the storm there for the Rams.
Play off to the far side. Moorhead reaching in to pull it away, and here's Carver Hasbargen. He's tied up along the wall. Puck is loose, and then a big hit by Carson Kuntz, and at the blue line. Play came in offside.
And this line can provide that nice heavy presence for the Spuds. Kuntz, a very physical, strong player. Good solid base. You're not going to knock him off the puck, but he'll get you from time to time.
Brennan Johnson draws for Roseau, and it's picked up by the Spuds, and on the way up ice, it's thrown away. Alex Ballard takes it back for Roseau. He sends a long pass up, and the Spuds get in the way, and another solid performance defensively, Brandon Mickelson, for the Spuds here tonight. A rink-wide pass played off the near wall. Near collision, but saved, and Brandon Mickelson tosses it on a turnaround pass all the way down. Played behind the net, 8.5 minutes remaining. We're halfway through this third period as the play comes back into the zone. On the near side, here's the walk-up ice. On his way in, Zach Devig pulls up at the point as the puck is played back down to Kraft. Here's a centering pass, and it's rejected and turned away quickly, and with authority it comes back, and as it comes all the way down, it got away from Kraft, and it's sent back in by Roseau, and that brings up an icing play, and the puck comes back into the Roseau end for the zone with 7:57 now showing. And I can't help but think that the edge of the seat is getting closer and closer to how we watch the rest of this one.
Yeah, and we're going to see a little heavier dose probably of that Ernest Jensen Halverson line for sure. They come right back out here.
Double shifting. As they come to the near side, it goes off to the far side, and a quick wrister sent down low. Rebound right back out to the point. They'll try it again. And again, the defensive play by Roseau comes up with a stop as Austin Clint turned that one around. Coming out to play the puck, Kai Weigel. But it stays in the zone, and it comes near side for Clint. As he goes down low, gives the pass away, and here's a hard shot by Gavin Jensen. But the save made again by Weigel.
Now these face-offs become even more and more critical. Who can win them. Roseau, of course, wanting to win to get a chance off of it and gain possession and stay in the zone. And Moorhead, if they can win it, will want to get out of their zone and spend a little less time down here.
37 shots on goal by the Rams, 25 shots on goal by the Spuds. 1 goal in on the night. Spuds lead at 1-0. Play on the near side, up against the wall. Battle for it there. It comes high on the slot, and the Spuds are there to pick it up. Here's Parker Gast on the way in. He's got some good speed. A quick wrister sent on and blocked away. Down low it goes, and the Spuds get a stick on it, and for the moment keep it in play, but then it's taken back, but can't clear the zone, and Brooks Cullen comes up with it. He winds up to shoot, and a low puck rattles its way down low, and then a jump out of his crease, and Connor Whitekey comes up with the save.
Nice job by Whitekey, and we had mentioned early on or on the onset of the game that Connor would be up for this game, emotionally high. He's really kept his composure well and played extremely well, so nice to see that out of Connor. Same with Kai Weigel, a real goaltending duel, proving once again I have no idea what I'm talking about, as I predicted a lot of goals in this one.
Well, we're not done. There's a play. Lift it up. You did predict a lot of goals, didn't you? Think there was going to be high scoring?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Maybe next time. Back to the near
We'll keep trying.
Icing is the call here, as it'll come back up with 6:40 now playing.
They're going to switch him out. It was a lengthy time on the ice for that group, but with an offensive zone faceoff, I was wondering if they'd leave that group out there again, but they'll opt for fresh legs here. And again, another key offensive or defensive zone faceoff, whichever side you're looking from.
There was a moment in the Bemidji game, I thought, where Moorhead put players on the ice for 1 or 2 shifts that hadn't played much prior to that. And it seemed to make a difference when the starters, if you will, came out and played, because they had more leg. They had better strength. They had more quickness. And they got a goal and a win. Here's a pop-up, and it's taken down by the Rams. Coming into tonight's game with 3 wins and 3 games played, including a very impressive 9-0 opening game against West Fargo Cheyenne. Along the near side. Play knocked away, and it rolls free for a moment off the railing. Jake Queen there to pick it up. And it bounces off, and it goes rink wide there. Backing his way in, winding it up, shooting, blocked away. Whitekey kicking that one out. Comes back now near side as we've gone inside of 6 minutes. To the near side, it plays with Brennan Johnson. Working his way into the corner. Took a hit from behind. And play continues as a whole slew of players are all tangled up. And finally it's pulled away by Jude Whitrock. And it comes out on top on the deflection, and the Spuds have it. It's 2-on-2 as Bergeson overskated momentarily, pulls up to a stop, takes control, and sends it in deep. Played out of the corner. Up along the near side, a long pass sent in, and that one took 2 bounces on the way in and then was steered away by Connor Whitekey. 5:13 to go. Wind up and a shot into traffic, and again, it wasn't the initial save, but the cover-up save that kept that one from going in.
It's a great job by Connor Whitekey. The Spuds had great pressure, good traffic. Those shots were getting tipped out high, which are extremely difficult for goaltenders to deal with. So not only does he stop them, but he's able to keep them near enough or get them out of harm's way before that second chance can come. Subtle, but really good goaltending from Connor Whitekey.
In the faceoff. Drawn back for Parker Gast, whose shot was deflected in traffic. And it comes all the way up for Jake Halverson. Off to the backside and under the net. And that stops play.
Nice job by Halverson on that as he entered the zone, kind of crossing the Spud defenders, allowing the overlap by Ernest to develop, where he was able to get some speed, and he just laid a nifty backhanded saucer pass into an area where Ernest was able to skate onto it and get a good chance.
Play is underway. Up against the glass. It was at the blue line. It was outside the blue line. So they'll call offside there. And play will go down with 4:47 remaining, right in front of the Moorhead bench. As they stand in, Noah Ernest for Roseau. And for the Spuds, it was Brooks Cullen. The face-off ends up down All the way down, Carter Midthune there to pick it up. He sends it out. Spuds shovel it ahead. Parker Gass catches up to it and brings it in with a toss that goes behind the net. Moorhead will try to make a quick defensive or change, and the play comes near side and then swept away, but the Spuds catch up to it at center. A quick wraparound. Here comes Carter Midthune. He's shoveled out of the way by Jake Halverson. Off to the far side, wind up and a soft touchdown low. Got blocked behind the net. Off to the far side, here come the Rams. 4 minutes to go here in regulation. On the near side, it's Noah Ernest. Circles down low as he tried to muscle one in. He comes up short right on the doorstep when the play goes off to the far side. Here comes the walk up by the Spuds. All the way down to the near corner backhand. Shot sent on by Michael Herman, and it got turned away. Play comes back out now for the Rams as they bring it in 2-on-3. Centering pass, and it bounces off a stick, and Tyden Bergeson there to pick it up for Moorhead. He shows his ability to get ahead of the play. Dropping it down low, he goes down with Midthune. Picks up, here's a centering pass just long. He had a good opening, glove side, but the play goes off to the far corner. From there with 3:13 to go. Puck right out in front. Rebound shot sent on. Rebound tipped off to the far side. Out to the point, wind up, and a shot from there. Comes outside the zone, and that'll be offside. And they'll wave that away as the Rams pick it up and bring it out to center ice. 2:55, we're inside of the final 3 minutes. Here's a wind-up and a shot sent on by Halverson. He's had some blistering shots here in the third period. Wind up and a lifted pass comes bouncing all the way down and safely tucked away by Connor Waitke to keep the game at 1-0.
Great play on both ends, great goaltending. Roseau's taking their chances when they get them to in transition, trying to create an opportunity to get that game tying goal to tie it up here. And the Spuds are getting some good looks to get the second goal as well. So now whether there's a timeout coming, I mean, this will be interesting here. 2:41 to go. We got a face-off in the Rams defensive zone. And last change here, so Spuds will come with their match that they want against this Ernest line with the Cullen line again. They've pretty much steadily matched them all night long against them, and they like, to this point, not allowing them on the board. They want to stick with that matchup.
So with 2:41 remaining, Ernest and Cullen. Play comes out and gathered in by Brooks Cullen as he brings it behind the net. Circling out of the corner, scrambling for it there. Out to the point, Aiden Dufault sends it down low, and Cullen swerves it off to the far side before it's brought back to Parker Gast. Up near the point, shot sent into traffic, blocked away and run around behind. Cullen there to pick it up and send it to the point. Near point now, here's Dufault. Winds up to shoot it into traffic, and it's blocked behind the net. 2:08 now showing in regulation. Play goes behind and then tipped up and down. Scrambling after forward. Here come the Rams. And a rink wide pass is too long and played then by Moorhead. Zach Devick brings it near side. Aiden Dufault brings it in. He winds up on a shot that's blocked away. Picked up by Bergeson. These players may not leave the ice the rest of the way. 1:44 remaining. On the near side it is. It's 1-0 Spuds. And here's the look ahead. All the way down. Bergeson is tied up nicely with Alex Ballard. And play goes all the way behind the net to the far side. Scramble for it there. 1.5 minutes now showing. As they reach in and pull it loose, it's rejected there and thrown back down deep. Played behind the net on the Rams. Try to set it up and head up ice with a long pass. And it's blocked a little bit ahead of the play and carries all the way down to the far corner. The Rams are there to pick it up, and up ice it is thrown up. And all the way comes near side. If it clears the end line, there he will call the icing pass, and that brings us back into the Moorhead zone. Wow, what a finish we've got going here with 1:04 yet to play.
You know, the Rams stretch the zone and get the puck up to Gavin Jensen. He's able to work his way around the net and does one of those quick turnaround shots trying to go over the shoulder, and he got it up there. Weigel's able to get a shoulder on it.
Rams are taking a timeout here, so we know pretty well what kind of a strategy they've got in mind. They've got some horses up front, and they're going to be out there and will try very hard their best to make a scoring opportunity.
Yeah, it'll be something to look at here just to see it. Do they pull Whitekey right away since the faceoff is down in the zone, or do they wait to see if they get control? Because a quick clear can, be trouble if you've got your goalie out of the net. But I would err on the side usually of, as long as you're down there, get the sixth attacker out there to help you win possession off of the faceoff. We'll see what they do. And then conversely, the Spuds right now probably talking about, I would guess, let's win this puck to the corner, probably do a hard rim to get it up high in the zone quickly and let our wing win a battle to get the puck out of the zone and clear it, and then try to make it really difficult on the Rams to enter the zone from there.
I think that if you were in the position to coach the players as they head out onto the ice, you would find that coaches were more likely able to go along with that philosophy. Get that extra skater out there on the offensive end where it'll do the most good.
Yep, and it looks like the Rams are choosing not to do that. They've got Whitekey up high. Again, proving
0 for 2 tonight.
I have no idea. And the Spuds probably won't do anything close to what I said either.
Well, let's see now. Whitekey is not necessarily pulled. He's still on the ice.
Yeah, he's out. He's up high, ready to go off if they win the draw.
And on the face-off, it is deflected towards the net. Whitekey staying on the ice and looking as he waits for the Spuds to come up, but the play comes up against the wall, and the Moorhead offense is on ice with Parker Gast. 51 seconds and counting down. Gast leans it up on top. It got through and all the way to center. Now the Rams have it. Here comes Ernest. Out to the far side. Whitekey has exited and is off the ice. There are 6 attackers. Up on top to look. Here's the Jake Queen. He rolls one in on goal and the glove save made. Stopping play with 32 seconds left in regulation.
I'm going to take a safer guess at what the coaches have told their players. The Spuds told their players to not let them score, and the Rams coaches told them to score.
You think you've got a good chance on that one?
I'm going to go 1 for 3 tonight.
Here we go. Collins circling before settling in against Ernest. They've become very good friends here tonight.
That's for certain. Yeah, they've boy, I don't know if they've had 15 to 20 draws against each other tonight, whatever the number is, but it's been a common matchup, and this is a big one coming up, 33.6.
I think the clock did not shut right away. I think there was about a 1 second difference, and so that's been readjusted. And so the play is down. Maybe. And they'll try it again. And on the draw, it is deflected towards goal and wide. The rebound goes off to the far side. Here's a play knocked up into the air. Cullen tracks it down and brings it back near side. 22 seconds to go. Long shot on. And then a long pass out is deflected, and it stays in the zone. Down deep it goes to the far corner. 13 seconds to go. On to the corner they play. Parker Gast puts a stick on it. He would like nothing better than to clear the zone. Right out in front, Aiden Dufault comes up with a game-saving stop. And with time running out, the Spuds will declare the win. And we've got all kinds of activity. Apparently that's been brewing throughout the night. And as the horn sounded, all of a sudden it just could not stand it any longer. And so the players mix it up just a bit. But fortunately, that was about it. What is it that you call this? They faced a conundrum?
Well, it's a kerfuffle.
That's the one.
Yep, and that was initiated by a conundrum, which usually it is, because nobody's really sure what to do. But what happened there for sure at the end was the Rams were frustrated with the strong defending of Dufault. They introduced their stick to his calf, and Brooks Cullen took exception to that, and he introduced his stick to Noah Ernest in a way that was unpleasant, and now we're all shaking hands.
And that's the way it's supposed to be. That's that friendly rivalry we were talking about.
It took 7 seconds to get over it, which is nice to see.
That's good. And on the scoring board, 41 shots on goal tonight by the Rams, and nothing would go in. 41 saves recorded for Kai Weigel. And for the Spuds, the only goal came at the 1:38 mark of the opening period. And Moorhead had 32 shots on goal, one of which went in. Handshakes are being done between the players, friend and foe, as well as the coaches out on the ice. And they know full well they'll be seeing each other once again. Well, that brings us to the end of our broadcast here tonight as the Spuds and Rams battle it out. Our thanks to all of you listening in the Roseau listening area and to the Moorhead area as well, as we give you our final score. On the Section 8 matchup tonight, it was Moorhead 1 and Roseau nothing.